What's cracking, y'all? It's the Iceman back up in you, putting the freeze on you. Can you dig it? Hope everything is all good with you, ladies and gents. Now, let me holler at the ladies. Now, as you know, the brothers, and I am a true one, we love the bootay, okay? Legs and thighs. Now, if we talking about chicken, you might want to add some breast in there too. Can you dig it? Now, you know, I must speak on this Latto situation because she happens to be she's built exactly like I want my woman to be, the women I date to be built like. I love voluptuous women. Now listen to me. That's not saying I like obese women. Let's get that straight. Okay. But thick and voluptuous, I love that. Love it. Okay. And if she, she got ass for days, I love that bounce back. You dig what I'm saying to you? All right. If I get a little sexual. Now dig it. This young lady, very talented. I've looked at some of her videos. Yes, she's very attractive, but she's talented. And I'll give her that. Okay. Now, getting pregnant by 21 Savage, that was a sideways move. Because a lot of people, they felt like, and I heard this from men and women, a lot of people felt that she kind of let folks down because people thought she was going to, go out here and represent, do her thing and not get caught up in the baby mama drama. And here she go get pregnant by a married man. Now listen, no judgment, but that was a sideways move. Can you dig it? But that's okay. People gonna live and learn. I don't call it a mistake. I just say they gonna have to learn. When you do things, remember, there's always consequences. And but as far as I was looking at a interview of hers, and she was talking about that public pressure encouraged her to go get plastic surgery done on her nose. I don't know if breast, I think so too, because her breast wasn't that big. And but definitely she added on a second ass. Okay. That I do know. And I love it. I like the way it looked. It ain't no $2,300 BBL. Obviously she probably paid over 10 grand. So they did it right. She probably don't have a necrosis going on that creates the BBL, foulness. But anyway, as a true brother, we love the sisters with, they give us a little bounce back. You dig what I'm saying to you? And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with some bounce back action. Can you dig it? And I happen to, I love women, period. But love black women. I prefer black women. But I'm open, I'm open to all women. Don't make me no difference. A woman's a woman. Long as, I look at the inside too. What kind of character somebody got or whatever. Can I get along with this person? Is this person cooperative? all those things come into play. But this is an entertainer. And as somebody that is involved with the entertainment industry, not as I used to be, okay, when I had a label back in the 90s, okay, and I'm a former rapper too. So, I know the process. I know, public image is everything because you only have one time to make a good impression. And, you get up in front of people, you need to, first of all, you need to know what you're doing. And you also need to understand that this is a job and that you got to be prepared for work when need be or when it's required. And so, you know, ladies and men who, they, want to correct some things, teeth, a nose or whatever. And I don't have a problem with it because if she's already was a good looking one. I saw on the rap game on Lifetime, back in the day. She was like 18 and she's like a little kid. That's why I was like, Latto, like, is that the same Latto that was on there with JD with Jermaine Dupri? I was like, wait a minute. Don't tell me that's the same girl. I was like, oh, okay. All right, that's cool. Then when I saw when I saw that Bentley she got behind her, I was like, damn. I was like, okay, do you. Do it, hey, do you, lady. Hey, but do whatever make you feel good. Do you dig? If it's gonna help your career, that's cool too. Long as it's health, long as you're gonna be healthy, long as you don't do no back alley plastic surgery, like them women go get a BBL, get concrete and non-medical silicone. Man, I've worked with all them chemicals back in the day, man. You can't put that stuff in your body, man, unless you want to die. Okay. So, you can't be that desperate. I mean, she ain't got to be that thirsty. She ain't thirsty. So, this is not a thirsty situation. But, she said that some people were trying to clown her. Man, the hell with them people. What she should do is ask them what they ass look like. Because some of these women's asses, they need some help with them cheap BBLs. Or they went down to Mexico, which is, I spent a lot of time in Mexico. I don't know what you're going down there for other than the party. There, I would never let they doctors touch me. Okay. And I seen some of these women that got BBLs down there in Mexico. And trust me, they look like they got them in Mexico. Can you dig it? But anyway, man, this young lady, she's on the rise. She's handling business. She's got shows booked. She's busy. She's still taking care of her daughter. I mean, she's doing what women have been doing for a long, 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 long time. So shout out to her. Like I said, I love voluptuous women, and that's what caught my attention. Okay. So, for me, I always keep my ears to the streets, when it comes to entertainment. So even though I might not be out there as much, I'm more so on the business side, I still know what's going on. Okay. But anyway, aesthetics are important in the music game or in the entertainment game, period. Looks are everything. She had a good start. Okay. but I do know that she did have something done there. No, but you know what? I've had surgeries on my nose because I've had issues with sinuses and stuff like that. So it's not just when they do that surgery, it ain't just okay, I want my nose to look good, because they ain't gonna have your nose look a certain way and you can't breathe. That your airway has to be unobstructed. Okay. So, you know, she still look pretty. I mean, what, before and after. You digs? But I just think that, I thought it was just funny to talk about this because yeah, she do have a second booty, but it's been integrated with the first one. Can you dig it? There's no loss. Now, like I said, we black men have our preferences, okay? And we like bootay. Can you dig it? Now, where I happen to be, I don't see too much bootay like that. I don't even want to talk about some of these women I see around here at the grocery store and some other place around here. I'm like, oh God, Lord. And I'm like, oh my God, girl, you could scare the paint off the wall. I'm like, damn. Oh my God. Then they go. Anyway, I don't even want to talk about these women. Okay. But anyway, they ain't sisters either. But anyway, that's what happened when you buy a house in the boonies or buy a house in the suburbs. But anyway, she looks good. She got it popping. Okay. I love it. I'm sure a lot of brothers love it. Okay. But lady, haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate. And some women are sitting at home, some are living vicariously through these artists, but some of them are haters. And they like, well, I can't afford a BBL because I want attention. I'm gonna get on the gram and poke my booty out. Oh, that's right, I ain't got a booty, but I can't afford a BBL, so who she thinks she is? Okay, we're not doing that. Okay, that's Well, I tell you what, I'll let's let her show us what she got. Hold on. Wait a minute now. It's not moving. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Oh, okay. So I got to do that first. Okay, hold on, y'all. I think I got it cracking. Hold up. I got to go. Hold up. I got to go. I got to go back here. Okay. Let her show us. Fair use. Fair use. 1976. Fair use. Okay. Fair use. But like I said, you know, that's what we like. Can you dig it? Okay. But hey, y'all, I'm gonna holler at you. Hey, check this out. Like and subscribe, like the video. Please comment underneath. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're a Latto fan. Let me know you dig her music. I think she's a beautiful young lady. And I know a lot of you ladies are beautiful ladies. And y'all keep it straight. And make sure you go to my Instagram and my X account, same handle. at the Iceman Show. So come holler at a player. Now my channel on YouTube is MoorishOG Speaks. That's the channel. So come by and subscribe so you can get a little game. You know, we talk about everything. We talk about entertainment. We talk about politics. But what I do is edutainment. I educate, but I also entertain. Can you dig it? So you ladies and gentlemen have a great day, and like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see y'all on the flip side. Holla.